Hello, welcome to the chamber guide for Icebox. So I'm going to start off with the headhunter angles. So the first obvious one I would play is you put your TP right here, and you're just going to hold belt. You can swing all the way out here, and your crosshair is going to be just a little bit above this line. You see that line back there? That's where their head's going to be. Bam, get out. The other one you can do, if you want to be a little bit safer, you can put your TP back there. It's the same thing, except when you TP out, you're not really as exposed to all of this. It's just, you won't be able to get on site as quick. That's just the trade-off you get. With that same two TPs, whichever one you prefer, you can also play underneath. So you're going to be holding about right here, about halfway up this line, so it's going to be about right there. If they peek close, if they peek farther away, it might be a little bit lower. Anyways, same story. Get out. Next one I would use for the headhunter is actually going to be up here. So for this one, I would not really recommend ADSing. I mean, unless you want to. You can ADS like here, but I don't know. I don't normally ADS. But you can kind of just hold this, wait for them to walk right into your crosshair, click and get out. Okay, so now for the rifle setups. So obvious setup, put your TP behind nest. You can play all in nest. You can peek belt. You can peek their nest. You can peek pipes anywhere pretty much. Peek main, get out. You can go with this one. And your TP is pretty much going to go anywhere around here. You can peek nest, main, pipes, and belt again. Off angle.
That's not ready.
When you're up here with this TP, you can actually hide here if you want and wait for them to start pushing. Then you swing, and you can catch them off guard like that. So for the operator setups here, so first thing, you're going to use your TP to get up here. And you can either place it here if they're weak to mollies, or you can place it behind here. Just the only problem with this one is if you're Sova scanned, they're gonna wallbang you through that. So if they're not using their utility properly, I would use it back there. But the only trade-off is if you use it in this corner, you might get Viper mollied. But anyway, this allows you to hold here. You can get one and get out. Doesn't matter where you put your TP. It's a similar story. You can also place your. You can place it anywhere up here if you want, and you can play nest. You go for a maybe you get one, and then you might even be able to swing again if it's pushed out too much. So for most of these A setups, your trip is going to go right here against the barrier, so then you're not as weak to a mid lurk. Okay, now we're going to go to mid. So for the mid setup, if you're going to be playing mid, you're going to put your little bot in kitchen.
That's a good start.
Right there. And the mid headhunter angle I would play is your TP's there. You play out here. Next mid setup. So this time you're going to be playing kitchen. So what you can do is as soon as the barriers go down, you run in, drop your TP, and now you can play up here. Get out, and you're in tube now. Just be careful, if there's a guy running up tube, you might get spammed through here, but it's relatively safe if you're quick and you only hold this for a little while. So maybe a couple seconds go by, you don't see anything, maybe they have a Viper Orb, I would definitely TP out and run away if you think they're going to cross. Up to you. When you're doing this one, your trip is also going to be bottom here, by the way. For B, the headhunter angle I would play is this one. So the Viper wall on this map is going to come across, it's going to cut off this line all the way to there, and it's a lot of times going to cut off nest as well. So you're going to play right up against this wall, and you're going to play right here. And this angle is very good, because no matter where they swing you from, either there or there, they're going to walk right into your crosshair. And you're slightly in front of the Viper wall, so they can't really get you. So they walk out. When you're playing B, I would either put your trip, it's either going to go in kitchen, like right there, or if you have a teammate in kitchen, you're gonna put it there, or I guess the barrier is gonna be right here, so you place it there. So the early aggression TP for B, you're gonna place your TP basically right on this line here, with your trip in either kitchen or there, doesn't really matter. And you can stand right here as the barriers go down, you inch up, and you can either peek this, or you can go up even further and watch the garage walk out. And get out whenever you're safe. For the operator setups on B, if you have a trip in kitchen, it's not going to reach all the way to yellow. As you can see on the mini-map, it doesn't reach all the way to here. So the way to combat that is you can place it like right here. It's not as good, obviously, because it's not going to spot them as soon. Just make sure your team is aware that they can go up kitchen a little bit before they get spotted. So when you do that, now it allows you to play on top of here without going outside of your trips range. Place your TP either there, or place it back yellow. And I would mainly peek this. This is very easy shot to hit, they swing out. The very early aggression one, if they start pre-aiming you here, you can put your trip here. This one basically doesn't work at all if you're for kitchen, so I wouldn't place it kitchen at all. And you're either going to play on top of here. This flick is not too bad to hit. You can hold there, and if they swing out, you get them. Or just hold there, because the people playing B, they're going to swing out main before they swing out garage. Main is a lot quicker. Next thing, same teleport, except if you want to, you can only peek garage, so you're not as exposed. The shot, again, is very easy to hit. Get out. Last couple ones I would play is, since the barrier is going to be around here, you can put your TP here, and you can play up close here if you want to. So, let's just say they're going to push out, you're holding this angle, they don't expect you here, bam. And you're basically all safe. Okay, let's go to the attacker setups. So, when you're attacking A, if you're going to peek belt, the main place I would put it is right there. So you're going to jump up belt. Say you either peek it with rifle or op, it doesn't matter. You can peek all this and get out whenever you want. Next one, you're going to play pipes, put it up there, make these jumps. And this one allows you to play on top of pipes, down here, basically anywhere. And if you want, when you jump up onto pipes, you could even go onto 410, play here for the guy swinging out, jump even further on top. You can basically play all sorts of off angles, and they're going to be super difficult to clear. And with a snap of your fingers, you're out. And you're pretty much safe unless you get flanked. Speaking of flank, the trip you're going to put here, it's going to go right here.
That's a good spot.
And the reason it goes here is because this trip covers everything, and they're not going to be able to get by it unless they smoke it. The only issue with it is they can shoot it from mid, but at least it still alerts you, you know? The other TPs I would use for A is this one right here. It allows you to play all the way up here. You can play maze. You can even play all the way out here. Just you have to be a little careful, because with that trip, it's going to go down occasionally. So when your trip goes down, you got to be aware maybe they could flank you. It's unlikely, but it could happen. So for attacking mid, the barrier is going to be around right here somewhere, and your TP is going to go here. So when you just want to, this is just for an early peek, maybe get one pick and get out sort of situation. So you're going to peek snow pile first, and then once you've done that, slowly swing this, and then swing out boiler and get out. Just the issue is you don't want to be standing here too long, because you're exposed to tube, window, under mid, and boiler, and down here. So I would only clear this very quickly. So quickly swing, and if they're not boiler, I would get out. And the reason you do it quick is it doesn't give this tube guy enough time to walk down and catch you off guard. Unless he runs, obviously, which then you can pre-aim him and kill him. So for attacking B, Your trip is going to go right here. It's basically against the barrier. It covers everywhere. They can't flank main or garage. And your TP is going to go here. So this allows you to play all the way out here in front of yellow. You can swing deep and get out at your disposal. Also, you can play on top of here. Get out. The only other one I would use is maybe you put it back yellow. Get out whenever you need to. There's one more I could see you doing, and if you want to place it here, you can. Just this box is spammable, so you have to be a little bit careful. So one more quick thing I forgot to mention is the aggressive A setups. So if you're playing against a team that doesn't Sova dart this up there, or they don't have a Sova and they're not clearing you properly, you can easily punish that with some of these aggressive peaks. So the first one I'm going to go over. Basically, I'll do a rundown first. So you're going to start here the moment the barrier drops. You take the zip line, get off here, place your TP over there, then jump off the zip line, crouch and land on here. Then you're going to be able to peek up to there, and then you can take a shot and TP out completely safe. So I know that sounded like a lot, but here's the way it's going to look like. I can show it twice, and I can slow it down the second time. So the moment the barrier goes down, it's going to look like this. So it goes down. So that's what it looks like. Here, I'll play it one more time, except it's going to be slower. So some other ones you can do is you can play on top of pipes. So just take this one, get out. Just the only thing you have to be careful of is if you're playing up here, you might get shot from belt. So if you hear them rushing belt, I would either TP out or just fall back and not do this one. You can also do it vice versa, that you can just do this one and peek belt instead of peeking main. So you peek belt or peek nest or whatever you want to. Just, I would decide on one thing, peek it, TP out, and fall back so you don't die. You can do a similar story with playing on top of 410, like the barrier goes down, TP here. But yeah, that's pretty much all the good chamber setups for Icebox that I found. So that about wraps up the chamber guide for Icebox. Let me know what map you guys want next. Follow my Twitter, follow my Twitch, and sub to the YouTube. See ya.